I'm Shona Blair. I'm a microbiologist in my early 30s. I'm visiting my friend Dimitri today, who's got some beehives in his backyard. He's had them here for years, and I've learnt some amazing things from beekeepers over the years about the incredible things that bees do. I became interested in the medicinal properties of honey when I was studying science, and I was majoring in microbiology. From a microbiologist's point of view, honey is an amazing substance. It just doesn't spoil. It's the only food that doesn't spoil. The Egyptians actually used all this honey as a wound dressing, and in fact almost every other culture throughout humanity has used honey as a medicinal substance. And that's what sort of sparked my interest. One of the biggest problems in modern medicine is antibiotic resistance. You've probably heard of golden staph. It's a huge problem in hospitals because it transmits so easily from patient to patient. One of the amazing things that I've found is that it's so sensitive to the honey, and that's why I'd like to see honey more widely accepted, so it helps these people with these horrible infections that there are hardly any antibiotics left that would cure anymore. Honey is essentially bee vomit. From my point of view, all honeys aren't the same. When the bees go and collect the nectar, they visit all sorts of different flowers, and it's that visit to the flower that makes all the difference to the antibacterial and the medical properties of the honey. I was not by any means a model student at university. I started off my university career studying electrical engineering. I was always interested in maths and science and physics, things like that. I was good at it, found it fairly easy. Had a great time at university when I started engineering, met some wonderful people, but I didn't really enjoy the coursework. And I was at a pub one night with a particularly good friend of mine chatting away, and I realised that it was really sort of bringing me down. I wasn't really enjoying the course. And after a few schoons of beer, I decided, well, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? I'm not enjoying it. So I decided to quit electrical engineering. It's one of the best decisions I've ever made. So I thought maybe I'd try and do science with the intention of getting into medicine. Then after a couple of years of science, meandering along, I realised that being a medical doctor wasn't really my cup of tea, and I fell into microbiology just really because I needed to fill up my second-year timetable. And I discovered that I really enjoyed microbiology, particularly medical microbiology, and decided to make that one of my majors. So then, when I was in third year, we had to do a little experiment, and I found that I'd read something in the paper about honey being used on burn wounds. I thought that was really interesting. So I thought, well, I'd test honey against the organisms that commonly cause infections in burns. And that's how I got into honey, which is tops. One of the really great things that we've done is look at the effects of honey against really nasty infectious organisms that cause really big problems in hospitals. We get the golden staph from the hospital, and then we grow it with different concentrations of different types of honey, looking for the best honey that we can use against that organism. And obviously the best honey is the one that we need the least of to actually kill it. And one day I'd like to start the Blair Honey Research Institute, and we're going to have floors devoted to each of these common problems that have plagued humanity since the dawn of time, and honey's going to fix them all. This is one of the good honeys. This is one of the really powerful honeys that kills golden staph, and this is the honey that's going to get me the Nobel Prize. Whenever I talk about my research, you'd be amazed how many beekeepers come out of the woodwork. There are so many people who've kept bees at some stage in their life, or they still do. And they're such interesting people, they're so passionate about what they do. Lots of people laugh, but I can't stand honey. I mean, I much prefer Vegemite on my toast. Why would you want to eat a wound dressing? That's gross. When I was in India recently, it was great to see these posters of Gandhi up with quotes from him saying that how great bees were and how industrious they were and how they're a model for society. It was a really cool thing to see. My general advice for sort of any career that you want to follow is be bold. Go and talk to people about it, people in that field. You'd be amazed how helpful and happy people are to talk to you. Because of everything I've seen and read and the people I've met, it's given me this real passion for what I'm doing. It makes me really love what I'm doing. I love my work because of it. And remember, whatever it is, put honey on it.